Hey guys, some of you may or may not know who I am. Some of you may or may not know why I'm always posting my skin. So I thought I would do a dedicated video just for my skin story. So let me start right from the beginning. So right from the jump, there were issues. As a baby, I had very, very sensitive skin and my family was not rich. So them having to buy things like detergents and stuff so that my clothes could get washed separately was a big thing. It just wasn't working. I wasn't gelling with certain detergents, certain baby products as well. So I had a whole thing when I was a baby. And I did have eczema, which as I said was very difficult on my parents because they weren't financially able to do all of that extra buying bio detergents and all of that. As a child and teenager, I didn't have a skincare routine. I literally just used whatever my mum gave me, which was almond oil, just very basic ingredient stuff. It wasn't like Drunk Elephant and things that kids are using nowadays. So my skin was just very, very fine. And then when I became a teenager around 17, 18 is when I started modeling. That's when I started to have a career, I guess. Obviously consisted in a lot of shoots and stuff. Makeup was really heavy. Didn't really have much hygiene going on with makeup products. Not me, the makeup artist. So my skin was just very, very sensitive at this point, more than it was before. It was just flaring up because of the lack of hygiene and the products, the amount of products I was using on my skin. And this is also around the same time where my personal influencing career, you could say, started to kick off. So I got a lot of PR, got a lot of events now, and so I'm receiving a lot of products. And me, when I'm 17, I have no idea what any of these things are. I'm just so happy that I'm receiving all this. So I just start putting all this stuff on my skin, not really knowing what it's doing because I'm 17 or 18 at this point. I just really am so happy that these brands know who I am and want to send me stuff. Naturally, the sensitivity of my skin increases. And then I think I was 18 when I went on the pill, the birth control pill. And I went on it for its actual purposes, not for my skin, because my skin was clear, so I didn't need to go on the pill for my skin, which is what you hear a lot of people going on the pill for. I was actually going on the pill to not have a baby. Still, my skin was still clear, my diet was normal, I wasn't eating unhealthy, I just ate normal. I was at university at this point as well, which you would think I was eating terribly, but I was actually eating very, very well. The only thing I would say is I was really stressed at this point in my life, so naturally, I think my skin was a bit more dehydrated and sensitive, but still no signs of acne. And then when I was 19, I had a massive allergic reaction to something. I was at a shoot and I went home and I was fine. I could feel when I was washing the makeup off after the whole day that something was tingling, my face was burning a little bit. I went to bed, I woke up, my whole face was swollen, I was itching, and I was oh my gosh, what the hell has happened? I had an allergic reaction, my eczema flared up crazy, and I was all over the place. My mental health, I was down bad. I was going through it because I still had to live my normal life. I was going through exams as well. I remember it so well. I had an exam that day. It was terrible because I had to leave my house looking like that. I looked crazy. And then also, this is gonna sound a bit vain, but my job was my face. So now seeing my face like this, I was I'm not gonna make any money. What am I gonna do with my life? I didn't know if it was permanent. I didn't actually know it was an allergic reaction until after the exam we went to A&E and then they gave me a steroid and told me it was an allergic reaction. But I thought, this is my face now, which it wasn't, but I was young and I didn't know what was going on. When this happened, I felt like I had two options. I either post it and say what's happened or pretend like it never happened. And I decided to share it, and that's kind of how my skin sharing and my skin journey started. I just was guys, I don't actually know what's going on. I'm just going through it right now, but this is what's happened. And everyone was obviously so supportive. And I was just it's not that bad. It's just skin. I had to coach myself through it. I had to tell myself it's not the end of the world. I am 20 at this point. I am experiencing a couple breakouts here and there, nothing crazy, but at the time I thought it was crazy. And I was going through my Instagram and I was posting I was being really active about having severe acne, but I literally had one spot. But to me, because I'd had clear skin all my life, it was oh my gosh, my skin is breaking out, this is so bad. But obviously now I've had acne, I realize that was nothing. I wish I had skin like that. But anyway, it was nothing crazy, just a couple breakouts here and there, which is completely normal. Because I saw these changes in my skin, I went vegan for months and I still saw no difference. So when people suggest me going vegan now, I'm I've done that and nothing's changed really. I don't even consume dairy like that. I only have cheese here and there, but I'm not a dairy eater, so I don't really think that helped me, to be honest. Like my skin was still the same. I'm 21 now, and at this point I'm on and off birth control. Like I'm so inconsistent with it, and I feel like this is when my skin started to spiral. 22 now, I completely come off birth control. There's no need for me to be on it anymore, so I just completely cold turkey it, which isn't the ideal method. Like you shouldn't just stop taking it, which I did. I just was like, this feels wrong, I'm not taking this anymore, why am I taking it, there's no point. And you know, my life starts to become a bit more active, I'm a bit more stressed, so everything has like heightened now. Everything is like switched off or up. I've come off birth control, and now all of a sudden I'm traveling, I'm working, I'm stressed, so it's like I feel like my hormones were really going through it at this point, and I think this is when everything started to just, you know, spiral. Saying that, there was a point when I was 22 and my skin was completely clear, but I don't remember why. I don't remember doing anything in particular to make it clear. It just was clear. I think that was like probably a period after coming off my pill that it was fine, but then it's just, you know, obviously me 22 thinking my skin is my life, my face is my life, this is my job. I went to a dermatologist because I was like, I need to get this under control. And the dermatologist actually said I've got mild acne and it's not that severe, so she just suggested I do laser for the scarring, which I still have, but I just thought, I don't think my acne is that serious. Like I think laser sounds a bit scary for what my face is right now, so I just didn't go ahead with it, which I don't know. I see a lot of people doing laser now, so I think laser is more appealing to me now, but back then I was like, no, that sounds scary, oh my gosh, laser. So I didn't go ahead with it, and that was my first like professional appointment with a dermatologist. Prior to that, I was always doing facials, like events, facial here, facial there, no actual routine. It was just like, oh, you're gonna give me a facial, I'm gonna go do it, you know. And then I would say since then, from about 23 years old till like a month ago, it's just been constant acne, like active acne on my cheeks. It's not been mild either, it's just like fluctuates. Sometimes it's really severe, sometimes it's mild. There's just no real telling with my acne when it's gonna come. I wouldn't say it's severe, it's more like mild moderate. It just like fluctuates really drastically, so it does take a toll on me sometimes, because it's like I'll get my hopes up, be like, yes, this is the time, this is it, the transformation's happening, the change is here, and then I'll wake up and there's like craters on my face, and so it's really disheartening. But because I've been living in that for so long, like all these months and years, I've kind of become used to it. It doesn't really affect me anymore, and I've like taught myself to gaslight myself, where I'm almost unaware of what my skin looks like. I don't know how to describe it. When people ask me, what do you do to make yourself feel better about your skin, I genuinely don't realize my skin. I don't notice it, and it's only like now it's like cleared up, you know. Now I notice, I'm like, oh, my skin's actually clear. Like before I had spots, but when it's like in between the acnes, I'm like, I can't actually tell that anything has changed until like something drastic happens. Yeah, from 23 to a month ago, I was really stressed. Last year was the most stressful year of my life, I think. But I did strip back on skincare. I wasn't doing as much as I was doing when I was younger. Like I realized I'm doing way too much. So I started being a bit more aware of what I'm putting on my skin. So when people were suggesting skincare, I was just like, I'm not one to listen to like random advice. I like to like figure it out, you know. Obviously I'll take in suggestions here and there, but you know, when I post my skin, there's thousands of suggestions in my DMs. There's it gets overwhelming, you know, like when everyone's saying, try this, and you know, I was like, I can't live my life around my skin. Like my skin isn't the center of my life, and this is just too much. This is overwhelming. Obviously I post my skin to encourage other people to like go out and like, your skin doesn't define you, all of this. So I don't want it to be taken as like, when I post my skin, that I'm like feeling sorry for myself. Like I'm completely fine. I'm just showing you like, this is like me, this is who I am. I'm okay with this. Like it's been so long now, it's kind of become a part of me, and I'm just like happy living life, to be fair. So don't feel like I'm like sad about my skin, guys. Obviously I am like doing things to get rid of the acne, because obviously I don't want it. I don't want the acne. I've just learned to live with it, you know. I haven't been on birth control for years, and then like a month and a half ago, 8 weeks ago now, I went to a dermatologist, Dr. Sam, which she's on Harley Street, and she prescribed me linsolin I don't know how to pronounce the medication, but it's the medication for your acne. And she prescribed Treclin gel as well. So she prescribed an oral medication and a topical treatment as well to tackle my acne, because I went in, spoke about everything about my skin, this whole story I just told you, I told to her, and she was like, it does sound like you need to check out your hormones. So she suggested I go to a gynecologist, which I am going to. Even me telling this story, I'm like, it's sounding very hormonal to me. I'm gonna go to a gynecologist. I have done a hormone test and it did say I have way too much testosterone for my body, which is a very big indicator of like acne, because you know sebum production increases when your testosterone's high. It also might be an indicator of PCOS, but obviously I'm not going to say that yet because I haven't gone to a gyno, but that might be a possibility too. So I'm going to go to a gyno, and Dr. Sam suggests I go to a gyno too, so I'm doing that. But yeah, right now, as of like 8 weeks ago, I've just been taking the medication, using a moisturizer, cleanser, SPF, and like some sort of like deep hydration moisturizer ointment, and that's literally my skincare routine. Like I haven't been doing anything. I've heard mixed stories about this limb-syringe medication I'm on, that everyone's like, once you get off it, it's gonna come back, and I'm like, I just want to try it, you know, because I've been so opposed to medication for my acne. Like I haven't done Accutane, Pro-Accutane, all of that. That's never appealed to me. So this is my first time actually going down the medication route for my skin, and I would say this is 8 weeks in. Compared to what my skin was looking like, this is very, very good, and I'm very, very happy. So I'm gonna go in to see Dr. Sam, I think it's the 14th of August, to like, that's when I should be done with everything. So I'm gonna go in, she's gonna see what my skin looks like, what she thinks, and I'm just like completely trusting her. Like, she's a doctor, I'm not a doctor, I'm figuring it out, as we can see. And yeah, I think I'll just forever post my skin journey, because my skin is, like, I'm not gonna lie, my skin is my life. Like, everyone's skin is their life. It's the first thing you see on your face. And it's weird because I was saying to my friends, like, I might miss my acne. Like, that sounds so bizarre because I'm actively trying to get rid of it. But because it's been with me through my whole, like, adulthood so far, I'm like, what am I actually gonna look like? I'm not even gonna recognize myself almost. But obviously I don't want to hear. But after that, I'm gonna have to tackle my scarring, because I have a couple scars on my cheeks. My cheeks are like my main area, like they're so stubborn. So it's just a constant journey. Like, my eczema's always gonna be here. I'm always gonna have sensitive skin. My acne might come back, who knows, God, hopefully not, but it might. And like, there's always new things to tackle. So I hope I'm able to help people, like make them feel better about their skin, because me as a model with acne, that was never the ideal, but I managed it, I handled it, and I came out fine. So don't let your skin stop you guys from doing things. Don't think, oh, like, my skin, I can't go see this guy because he's gonna look at my skin. Who cares? If he doesn't like you, he's probably a nasty person anyway. Because how are you gonna tell me you don't like me because I've got a couple spots on my skin? I think we're all past that whole like, oh, if you have acne, you're dirty. Like, I think we're all grown now. We've realized that's not the case. Yeah, I hope this has cleared up. Like, why is this girl always posting her skin? Like, what the hell? I hope this has made sense. Like, it's been a long journey. And if you're new here, welcome to the journey. I hope you enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. I hope you enjoy the journey, because there's always something happening with me, and I'm very transparent. I like to keep it real. I like to keep it, 100, because what's the point in lying? Like, come on now. It's 2024. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them, because I will answer them, like 100% honesty. And if you want to share your journeys on this same medication I'm on, please do, because I like to also know what I'm going into, like, I like to listen to opinions. I just don't like unsolicited advice, please. But I love to hear your stories. That's different. So if you want to share your stories with me, feel free. I love to hear. Whether it's good, bad, ugly, please share your stories, because there might be other people out there that have gone through similar things, and we can kind of comfort each other and bond over our similarities. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little story, and I will see you again. Am I gonna vlog? Maybe. Am I vlogging it? Yeah, I'm vlogging next week, so you'll see me in a vlog or something. So I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you again in my next video or on my TikTok or my Instagram. Bye.